Today we're going to be going and reviewing this MCXN947 Freedom board from NXP. So that's what the box looks like. For this demo, what we have here is we have three different modules. One is an LCD display module, one is the actual MCU module, and then the third is a little motor board that we're gonna use, and on the motor on the end of the shaft, this one would be a nice smooth rotating motor. This one has got a little lopsided weight on it, so it's gonna make some vibrations, and we're gonna use this module right here to showcase some of the machine learning capabilities of this MCU. It's got a narrow processing unit inside of it to assist for projects that are doing AI ML classification. The first thing that we do to get this up and going is we're going to get inside a MCU Espresso, and we're going to hit the little X button over here. So when we hit that, we'll be able to select SDKs to import. I'll come over on this side here, and then I'll type in the MCXN947, and we can see we've got this particular module here, which is that guy right there. So we're gonna select that one, and we'll install and import examples. I'm gonna try that one. Okay, so we're gonna run that one, and it's going to be downloading the SDK information here. So we'll let that run. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. All right. Okay, so here is the SDK. We'll click on that one and hit the next button. And then here's a bunch of examples here. And I've got to go and find the right example. So let me look around for a sec. Okay, on this demo, we're going to get some of this code from the application code hub. So in this case, I'm just going to click demo apps here, and I'll get Hello World and some of the other simple applications. So I'm going to hit finish on that, and then it should be bringing down the SDK to the computer. So we'll let that get installed. All right, we just got that installed. Let's hit the next button. Okay, I think I've got that in there. Let me hit cancel now for a sec. Installed, okay. Available devices. Okay, under installed SDKs, we can see that the MCXN947 is in the installed area now. So what we're going to do over on this side is we're going to import from application code hub. So we'll click on that. Whoops, sorry. So once we get in here, we can click on MCX and start to whittle this thing down. Okay, now that we have MCX selected over here, if we just type in portable anomaly detect demo, it only brings up one project. At this point, you'll click on that project and you can get a lot of information on how to run this demo. And here's your table of contents, software, hardware setup, and results. So it just goes through and talks about installing the SDK and the various module types. And when you're plugging the two modules together, the connector is pretty much in complete alignment. So there's no skipping of pins and stuff, as this picture up here is showing you information on a different board. So we're going to follow these instructions, and then we will get this project loaded here. So it looks like we're going to go over to the GitHub link and follow that methodology. So here's our GitHub link. So we're copying down here. We've got some stuff that was loading in. Once that's copied the GitHub link, we're going to come over here and hit the next button, and it's going to be loading up our project file here shortly. Hit the next button again, and then up here it talks about the project name and the directory. We'll hit next, and it starts copying and importing into the MCO Espresso environment. Keep on hitting next, keep on, and then eventually we'll hit the finish button. Okay, looks like I'm getting an SDK warning here. SDK used by project cannot be found. Please select a compatible SDK. So I'm just going to select this one, click OK. It looks like that may have loaded in. And let's see, okay, here's some 947 examples. And then here's the project. What I'm going to do is close all unrelated projects. So we just have this particular portable anomaly detection going, and we'll build that. See what happens. And it's got a flag problem here, but I'm just going to click OK, because I think this thing should run just being copied out of the GitHub. Okay, so now that is compiling okay. So at this point, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit the debug screen. And hopefully we'll be able to program the target here. Okay, so it found an MCU link. So I will click OK on there. And hopefully it's going to start to load up the binary into the target. All right. So it's definitely crunching on something here. 4% done. Down in the bottom here, 4%. All right. Now we're at 51%. All right, we're going to run it on core 0 because this part's got 2 cores in it. Click OK. All right, So we got that going. And at this point, I'm going to come up here and hit the green triangle play button. All right, so once we have this running now, we're getting this activation of the program, and there's a nice little README right here, little touch screen, and then so basically you can follow through and you can do some training using these two different motors. One would be a motor that's nice and smooth, and the other one would be a lopsided loaded element on the motor. And so let me do a little playing around with that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm rerunning this application again. I reflashed the device. I'm going to hit run again. It's going to bring up this screen here, and you can toggle between an accelerometer measurement. There is an accelerometer on this particular motor board, or you can look at the health of the AI anomaly detection. With this program, we do have a good motor, a bad motor, and the LEDs will turn on when it's spinning those motors, so you can see that. The first thing that we need to do is we need to hit the train sequence, and we need to hit the start button, and it's going to spin. As you can see, the good motor is lit up with the LED, so it's just going to train itself on what a good motor vibration pattern looks like. And once we get that complete, what we'll do is I'm just going to hit the return on that. So it's going to put up a heat pattern up there. Now we can see, okay, that's the good motor spinning. So it's up at a health is the highest percentage. Now we have both motors spinning with vibrations. And you can see how the health of the motor is going from a 10 down to, I don't know if that's a 0, but the heat map right here, there's a white little cursor here that's changing around on where it thinks the health of the system is at. Okay, so right now no motors are spinning. So there's a good spinning motor. So even when all motors aren't spinning, it thinks maybe the health of the system is bad because it got trained when the motor was spinning down at the bottom that is nice and balanced. So this is just a nice simple example of how to run this demo. So hopefully you can get it going as well. So good luck, and hope you like the video. Thank you.